Hi, welcome in. I wanted to continue with this book. This is the 365 Bedtime Stories. So I missed a couple days. I apologize. But here we are on March 31st, the last day of March, and it's called Meridas. And I looked that up, Meridas. It's actually a city in New Mexico or Mexico. And it says Merida's Wild Ride. It was a soggy, stormy afternoon. Merida sat in the stables reading from an old book of Highland tales. "Look," Merida said, "magical horses. That one is called a Kelpie. It's a water horse." Merida looked up. The sun was coming out. "Come, lad," she said to her horse, Angus. "Let's go for a ride." As Merida and Angus reached the woods, a flash of gray caught her eye. Merida guided Angus to a clearing. In it stood a magnificent gray horse. Breathless with excitement, Merida whispered to Angus, "I know that horse is magical." The horse lowered its head as Merida approached. Patting its nose, Merida swung onto the horse's back. She didn't have a bridle, but she knew she could guide him with her hands wrapped in his mane. The horse bolted, but Merida wasn't frightened. She had been around horses all her life. Merida tried to calm the horse, but he ran on. They were headed toward a large loch, a deep, dangerous lake. Even worse, Merida's hands seemed to be stuck in the horse's mane. The horse brushed against a tree, and trapped rainwater fell down on Merida. One of her hands came free. Just ahead, Merida spotted a bridle hanging from a tree. Merida stretched to reach, but it was just beyond her fingertips. "Angus, the bridle," she called. Merida looked up at the sound of a whinnying. Angus galloped up next to them, and he was carrying the bridle. He tossed it. Merida caught it with her free hand and slipped it over the horse's head. With the reins in her hand, she guided the horse to a path that led away from the cliff's edge. As they reached the shore of the loch, the horse finally slowed to a stop. Merida was no longer stuck. She jumped off and removed the bridle. The stallion galloped down the shoreline. Back at the stable, Merida looked at the book she had been reading. She found the legend of the Kelpie. "Once a bridle is put on a Kelpie, the water horse will do your bidding," she read. She looked up at Angus. Was it possible? Had she been riding a Kelpie? And that's it for March 31st. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks again for coming by. Come back again. See you then. Have a good day.